So I was born with CMTC. It's basically a kind of discoloring in my skin. So I can show you, I have some on this arm, and on the back of my legs, and then on my kind of chest area as well. It kind of changes color depending on the weather. It can get painful if it's cold outside, but aside from that, I don't have any other symptoms or anything that kind of hinders me physically. I was diagnosed when I was a very young child, but I think my parents were trying to figure out what was wrong with me for a long time. They couldn't find a specialist that knew the condition that I had. So I think obviously it was initially a worry for them, a concern, because it wasn't a familiar condition. But I think when I was a toddler, they were able to see a specialist here in the Netherlands, I think, and he was able to diagnose me properly. I don't receive any medical treatment for my condition. The only pain I get, just to reiterate, is obviously as the blood vessels are closer to the surface of my skin, I feel the cold a lot more than other people might, so it can get quite painful, but apart from that, no. When I was a young girl, my parents always really tried to talk about my condition positively, and I think that really, from a young age, kind of implemented, it allowed me to view my condition in a positive way. So they would call my marks angel's kisses, and I would kind of tell my friends about how I could predict the weather because my skin would change color. So they always really tried to encourage me to think of being individual as being a powerful thing and to look at the good things. So growing up, I think I had quite a strong sense of self-confidence. However, needless to say, of course, young children can be curious and inquisitive, and I would often get asked what was wrong with me or if I'd burnt myself. That was a common one. And occasionally as well, getting people not wanting to sit next to me or hold my hand or things like that. And I never took that personally. I think naturally you do feel like a little isolated, or maybe the thought pops into your head that there's something wrong with you. But I think having had that fundamental encouragement and love and positivity from the good people around me, I knew that it was nothing to do with me. It was just the curiosity of other people, and I just kind of had to learn to be patient and explain to them what it was. CMTC-OVM, the organization, has really supported not only me, but my entire family as well. They have been a wonderful source of support and community, and it's really lovely not only for me to be able to find other people that have a similar condition, as it is a rare condition, but for my parents as well to feel comforted knowing that they're not alone and that they've had the same worries and concerns for their children as other parents have. And it's a really unique organization that nothing else can provide that kind of community and resources and help and support and professional guidance and opinions. So it's been amazing. I think if you are somebody that has a vascular malformation, at times, it's self-explanatory that it can be difficult to deal with and that perhaps you do feel different physically. But I think just surrounding yourself with really good people and people that love you for you and really care about you, those are the only people's opinions that you need to listen to or that matter. And also finding things in life that aren't to do with your appearance or to do with the way that you look. Like for me, that's always been film. Like whenever I've been going through a difficult place in my life, making films has been the thing that I've turned to and the thing that has excited me and motivated me. So I think it's really shifting your focus away from what you look like and putting it onto the people around you or the things that excite you and motivate you in life, and getting a really strong sense of self-worth from those things that make you feel good. I think that's really important too. And also getting in touch with organizations like this to speak to other people that are going through the same things as you and finding comfort that way. Because really, you don't fully understand unless you've lived it too, right? So, yeah. I think having a rare condition made me very curious about like the individual experience in life and other people's individual experiences and things that they're going through. And I really found my passion in storytelling that way and just wanting to explore new perspectives and new lives. So yeah, I've been making films, I think, since I was about 11 years old. And I love being able to bring people together through an emotional experience on screen, and providing perspectives for people that don't get or don't feel understood. That's really important to me as well. So yeah, I think film is a really unique medium that can allow you to live somebody else's life kind of vicariously through a character. And yeah, I strive to just provide new understanding and bring people together and make things that are also fun and entertaining to watch, but also comforting for an individual and empowering for them. I try always to think of, when I was a little girl, what kind of movies would have empowered me, what would have made me feel strong, and use that to motivate the work that I do. I'm lucky enough to be directing a graduation film for Bournemouth Film School this year, and it's about a young girl who's living in a society where they are forcing this compulsory medication to remove all physical differences. And this particular protagonist, she kind of has a tiger-like pattern on her arms, and she basically resists against the regime and says, I'm not going to be a part of it. It's kind of about how she navigates that and the power imbalance and how she manages to stay true to herself. It's based on me because I feel like I can authentically tell that perspective, if you get what I mean, because it's like I relate to her closely rather than telling a story about something else that I can't relate to. I can provide an authentic perspective, and hopefully that resonates with other people too. So the name of the film is Paper Tiger, and it will be screened at the BFI in London next summer. We are very, very fortunate enough to be sponsored by CMTC-OVM. It's really important to me that through the film we are raising awareness around rare diseases and really shining a light on what an amazing organization they are, and helping people to be more educated about these kind of diseases, and kind of informing a more mass demographic about these kind of things. I feel like for some people, they have a different way of expressing when they're struggling and when they're feeling, when they're going through hard times. And for me, my expression was through art. For other people, that might be through excelling in sport or excelling in school. But for me, it really helped me express how I felt emotionally and put it into films and share that with people. That's something that really helped me. So, but everybody's different and everybody copes with things in different ways. But I feel like I've found a point in my life where I'm just completely happy with myself.